just come down to Gantheaume Point. Basically, Gantheaume Point is the bottom end of Cable Beach. Beautiful spot this, all like we're on high tide at the moment. But you've got all these boats out there in the distance. A lot of them boats are tour boats. You just kind of a little bit of a walk along the beach. I suppose there's dinosaur footprints along here, but I don't think we're going to see them because we're bang on high tide at the moment. Very high tide at the moment, 9 metre tides.
Derby Dragons in the red boat. We have the Macquarie Brown Earth Moving Groundbreakers in the yellow boat. And off to a great start in the blue is Kimberley Cancer and Palliative Care. And the yellow boat has gone rogue. Doug, obviously you put it under some sort of spell when you painted the eyes on today. That one's definitely rogue this year. The red boat, the Deadly Derby Dragon. Just been serenaded by the Broome Sports Association Talent Development Team that comes to the middle eight. Happy birthday, Tracy. Somebody buy this lady here a drink at the bar. It's her birthday and it's the Broome team today.
Great job, guys. Great job. Get the boat turned around. Get back on the beach.
Dragons at the red tent. We need Macquarie Brown Earth.
Here at the moment at the Chinatown Cemetery with the cemetery's #1 fan. She's running away from me.
Hello, my happy place.
My happy place, the cemetery.
The Chinese headstone had been cracked, but it had inscription down either side of it as well as just down the front. It's pretty cool.
And that's it from Pam. World-renowned expert on cemeteries. Here we are at the world-famous Malcolm Douglas Crocodile Park, where Leslie's just about to enter the jaws of the crocodile. Ooh. Real life.
That's how he's comfortable.
Hello, darling. Are you a boy or a girl?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Not yet.
And how old is this goose?
About a year and a half to 2 years.
Whoa.
Oh,
Get some photos.
Just going to check the time. You alright with it?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll tell you when he bites me.
yeah, just don't drop.
Alrighty guys, just a few safety rules before we start. Rule number 1, now it's all good to take photos, whatever you want to do, record, whatever, but please don't, no hands over, through the fence, or under the fence, wherever. These things can weigh up to a ton and they can go up to 14 k's an hour, so if it hits you, it's going to be getting hit by a car. You can take one step back if you want. If they're right at the fence, please don't poke them, don't provoke them, don't do anything to spook them, because it will affect them. Rule number 2, please do not lock that gate, which is probably the most important rule. It sounds stupid, but if one of these guys comes over and that gate is locked, puts me in danger, puts everyone else in danger. And rule number 3 is coming back to that one as well. It's all good to stand right in front of the gate, but if one of these guys jumps into the feeding bay with me, I don't care if you're an old grandma with a walking stick or a 6-month-old baby, I'm flying out of there 100 miles an hour, keeping myself safe. And also, if you drop your phone, you guys get to go in and get it, not me. Alrighty. Alrighty. So these are our Australian freshwater crocodiles, or our Johnson freshwater crocodiles. Now I say Australian because these guys are only found in Australia, this type of freshwater crocodile. And you can find them anywhere, probably from the start of the Gibb River Road, anywhere up north of WA, all through the northern part of Australia, top of Queensland. That's their home, that's where they like to live. Now, just like the American alligator, these guys aren't very territorial at all. They're not very vicious, and if you were to go swimming with them, you might get a bite, but they're only going to bite you up purely out of self-defense. We are too big for them to eat or to consume. Now, unlike the saltwater crocodile who's built for strength, these guys are built for speed. So fast, in fact, they actually have a snap rate of 3 bites per second. And that's because they have a diet of birds, frogs, snakes, lizards, anything that's fast and they get their hands on. So they want to be able to snap them out of the sky as they fly past. Now, we don't get, or when it was the cool time, we actually used to walk in here with the crocodiles or the freshies. But now that the weather's starting to warm up, all the crocodiles they're getting more active, they're getting more hungry. So we don't go in there anymore with them. Now the freshwater crocodiles, over here could actually possibly be the start of a nest. It's getting to the time where these guys are going to start mating, they're going to start laying eggs, going to start having babies. Now, the freshwater crocodile, they actually dig their nest under sand, unlike the saltwater crocodile who builds their nest up above, out of sticks and everything they can get their hands on. Give them one more. A couple more. There's never been fatality in Australia from these guys. They're actually really fun to have around a campsite. So if you see them around a campsite, I don't recommend going to swim with them or trying to touch them, but if you want to have photos with them, always try to stay to the back of them. Never get between them and the water if you're trying to take a photo. Their water is their safe spot. That's where they feel the safest all the time. That's their home. So if you spook them, they're spinning around, and they're going straight for that water. If you're in the way, they're going to bite you and it's going to hurt. It's not going to be fun. Now, he gets the power to jump out of the water. That's all from his tail. His tail is pure muscle. It's 1/2 of his body length and 2/3 of his body weight. Come on! Come on, big fella. They're called the saltwater crocodile because they've got a palatal gland at the back of their throat, which actually acts as a desalination plant. So they go into the salt water and they can filter out all the salt from the water. They don't really like it too much, only because it makes their bodies work 24/7. Get in the food. Come on. Whoa. Come on.
Listen to their bodies.
More active during the warmer time of the year. And even they rely on the warm water, the warm breeze, direct sunlight to help them to stay active, but also to stay alive, eh? So, since it's warming up now, warming up time of the year, these guys are nice and active. You're coming at a good time because it's starting to get feisty. And during that time, they put on a good show. Sometimes can be really dangerous though. And that bird shouldn't be there, but let's give him something to eat too. Now, the bird, just because we're seeing that, I'm going to explain to you quickly that that bird is a juvenile. It's a baby bird, it's a new bird. It's learning about the dangers of life still, obviously. Maybe just learnt about it.
And the word swell needs to be facing upright. So if you look at it, you want to be able to read it up the right way. And shoulder width apart, reach out near your toes, pulling through the water. Then a little twist down on the left and then sort of back in on that left side. And you'll be cruising in no time at all. You always want that scoopy bit to grab the water. If it slices, whoop, you know you're doing it wrong. You just got to really grab that water. If you want to stop yourself, just reverse paddle, put the brakes on. So a couple of quick backstrokes will bring the kayak to a stop. It's usually when there's a turtle like right there and you got to go, woo! Hopefully anyway, what do you reckon?
Yeah.
Turning the kayak, just paddle out wide on the one side. So if you both paddle on the left, today it's just going to do a nice cruisy turn around to the right. If you want to do a faster turn though, you can actually dig the paddle in down the back like a bit of a brake and push on it. And that push turn will turn it to that side. It's great for surfing these massive waves at the end here.
Right. Going on a turtle kayak tour. This is going to be a laugh.
Unless you're really strong paddler, we wouldn't get through. Well, I help reach them over here.
I got to do it again. My camera weren't on. Say hello.
I wonder why I saw thousands the other night. Then I realised it's my football.
No, you've got to be pretty imaginative with the dinosaur people. They do look a little bit like
I have been verified. I think it's 400. And it's only more.
5 metres, guys.
5 meters.
How long did that?
Just on the hump, some dinosaur footprints, and they are here.
All the way down.
These are the footprints here.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
Oh yeah, I like those other ones.
It's left a bit of a, almost like a core on top of another one there. So there's 1 footprint, 2 footprint, 3. There's another one up there, so about another 3 meters in front.
Perspective.
Full of sand. So it's like literally 3 here. There's 1, 2, and then a 3rd one just there. How cool is that?
Yeah.
All right. Got my winner.
Mine's in training.
Edge.
You ready?
Ready?
You got this, mate.
1, 2, 3. Oh, and Barry's off. John's going. We've got one that's upset. One's still sleeping. The other's got no idea what's going on, and one's winning. Come on. Go on, you wake up. I didn't give mine anything special.
Oh look, mine's going for it now.
It is.
Come on, mate.
Mine's
you can
going
do it.
that way. And he's off.
Go on. Come on. Come on.
That's it. Oh.
Come on.
He's going beeline straight to there. There's a bit of competition.
This one's this one.
I reckon we can sand. Yes.
Who's this blackie over there?
I'm sand bombing it.
Oh, sand bombs! We have sand
You
bombs.
got this, buddy.
No, he's still on the line. He hasn't crossed. Actually crossed.
Who's that one?
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Meanwhile, this one crossed about a minute ago.
Yeah,
We're on it. We're on it.
The winners.
You get free hugs for a year.
I'll take second.
Well done, well done.
So the winner gets dumped in the water. Second place, we get to bury her in sand and throw you. Come on.
Oh, who wants to put their head through the hole?
Who got second place before?
Yeah, we all get to take a photo.
You want to get sideways on these waves, lads? Turns round. Just left Broome this morning. Spent 9 wonderful nights there. 3 nights at the Broome Caravan Point, which is 2k out of town, and then 6 nights at the RACQ Cable Beach. All in all, we've spent roughly about 5 weeks in the Broome area up in the Kimberleys. Absolutely beautiful. We've now moved on today and we're going down south, obviously towards Port Edland and places like that. We don't really know where we're stopping between Broome and Port Edland. We're just going to go and see what's what, and just yeah, pull in somewhere for a few nights here and there. Broome itself, it was very busy, but nothing like a city or anything like that. So everybody was saying, oh, it's mad busy when we were going in, but I found it perfectly good for driving around during the day. It's great for eating out, great for the beach. It's one of them places you either love it or hate it, and we seem to love it because we were around that area for 5 weeks. Spoke to other people and they said nah, they won't touch it with a barge pole. I can see why in some cases, but no, we loved it. Like, the beaches were absolutely fantastic, and the surf on Cable Beach sometimes was brilliant. The beach got closed a couple of times because of croc sightings, but that's only to be expected up here.
Yeah,